Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Wednesday morning and ain't God good and won't he do it? Oh, yes, he will. Oh, yes, he will. I know my listener probably saying, Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You say the same thing every morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, it's Wednesday morning, right? And the topic for the day is making my way back to yesterday. You probably say, you know what? Lee Crab, what do you mean, Lee Crab, I'm making my way back to yesterday? It's talking about your loved one that you lost along the way. Remembering them in the spirit. You understand what I'm saying? But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all those beautiful apps. Look for the animated black man with a white beard smiling and profiling and finally realize, y'all trying to size me up. Yeah, I topic. I made that topic this morning about making your way back to your loved one, making your way back Wednesday, because a lot of people have lost loved ones this year and the year before and yesterday, and I want to let them know that it's okay losing a loved one. I lost my mother going on 5 years, and I haven't put on this shirt since then. And I said, I put the shirt on this morning as a just remembrance of my loved one. And some people, they find it hard to move on from losing a loved one. I'm here to tell you, move on. God got you. You got to take that step. We all have a due date. I can guarantee you that. We all have a due date. And you're no good to the rest of your family if you stay in one spot. But I'm here to give you confirmation, hey, it's okay to move forward and keep moving forward. Because you got a date. I got a date. I want my loved ones to keep moving. Get over the initial sting. Get over that sting and say, God, I thank you for the time that I had with my mother. I thank you for the time that I had with my other loved ones that passed on, my grandfather, my grandmother, my aunties, all those good people. Because they made me the man that I am. A man that has integrity. A man that's willing to help out anybody. I don't have to know you to help you. If I feel that you're in need and I can assist you, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Because I can recall a time I was in, I think I was in AutoZone. I was looking for a part for my vehicle. And a guy came through the door and said, I need help. I said, what you say you need? I need help. And looked dead in my face, and that way he told me he needed help, right? I said, what do you need, sir? I'm hungry. I said, okay. I said, I'll tell you what. Meet me at McDonald's. So McDonald's across the street, so I went to McDonald's. So what do you want? He wanted a Big Mac. I said, we'll get you a combo. He said, thank you, sir. He said, I really need help. He said, I've been asking people to help me, and no one will help me. So hey, don't worry about that. You got your meal for the day. Just tell God thank you. He said, no, thank you, sir. I thank God and thank you. But what I'm saying, people, like when you lose a loved one, it hurts so bad that you feel like, man, how am I gonna go forward with the loss of this loved one? But be mindful. No matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing: it's going to be okay as long as you make God a part of your life. That's the what if guarantee. I can guarantee you that. Like I said, losing a loved one, sometimes you feel that it's hard to move forward, and it's not. It's actually not, unless you have some things unless you don't have no closure. If you don't have closure, I'm gonna tell you how to fix that too. People, my wife and I had, I guess, a discussion, or can I say, a debate about how long should you mourn over a loved one. I said, it should be long, sweetheart. I said, it should be long. Everybody mourn different. I said, I know everybody mourn differently. This I know. But if you have to mourn 6 years, 10 years, no, that's a double negative. Leave it out. I said, no. I said, even the Bible speaks of that. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. You're going to have those sad moments, but you shouldn't be going on 6, 7 months and all those different things unless you don't have no closure. What did you do? What didn't you do while they was here that got you feeling the way you're feeling? When I lost my mother, somebody that I talk to every day, man, that was a sting. But my sister and my brothers would bury her the way she wanted to be buried. And like I said, I said to her that day, I went to the hospital, saw her that day, said my words to her. I said, Mother, thank you for being a part of my life. Thank you for always being there. Even when I didn't think you was there, you were still there. That's what I said. And I was at peace. Same thing when my wife lost her mother. You know, the first guy with initial sting, after that, she was at peace. Lost her sister who she dealt with on a daily basis, called, talked to her on a daily basis. That was a stinger. But she was at peace. So you got to find your peace. If you don't have that closure that you feel that you need, I'm going to tell you how to do it. Get on your knees and talk to your Heavenly Father and ask God to lift that burden off your back and keep moving, because you are no good to the ones who are still here, your loved ones that are still here. I recall dropping my kids off at school years ago, and I went to McDonald's to get some breakfast. Well, the drive-thru was so full, so I went inside, and I saw this older man inside. I said, "How you doing, sir?" He's behind me. I said, "I'm not doing too good, son." I said, "Let me buy you some breakfast." "I got money to buy me breakfast." I said, "No, let me buy you some breakfast." So I bought him some breakfast, and we sat down and talked for maybe 30 to 40 minutes. And he told me about he lost his wife been married over 40 years. He said she did everything for me. He said he was going to therapy. This is a black man going to therapy now. He's going to therapy, and the doctor told him that he has to change his routine. They used to get up every morning at I think like 5 o'clock every morning. Doctor told me, well, either you're gonna get up at 4 or get up at 6. You can't get up at 5 no more, because you're gonna reflect back to what y'all doing together. He had to change everything they was doing. And we talked for that time. He said, "Thank you, sir." So what's your name? I said, "My name is Lee Craft." I said, "Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to talk to me, this stranger." That way he told me, talk to this stranger. Sir, I said, "I don't know your name, but you're not a stranger to me. Anybody that got God in life, we just haven't met yet." That's what I look at. I just haven't met yet. And he said, "Thank you." And the man had tears in his eyes, and got me teared up too. He said, "Thank you." So people are too busy to take time and talk to people. I said, "Yeah." I said, "I know, but you gotta make time for those things that are important." He said, "Am I important to you?" I said, "Yeah." You was going through something, and I had the time to sit and talk to you for a minute, you know, and we hugged before we left. So that's all I'm saying, people. Sometimes you see people that are going through certain things, and you got some time. If you got 10 minutes to spare, 15 minutes to spare it, because it could be you in that situation. I know you're probably saying, "Lee Craft, what kind of show is this today?" This is a real show for real people, because everybody is dealing with something. Either you're going through it or you're coming out of it. I can guarantee you that. So if you got time to help a brother or so-called stranger, help them. Because I promise you one thing, you don't know how it's going to come back to you, because you could be in the same situation. So, like I said, people, for those who are still struggling with their loved ones, like I said, God is never busy. Jesus is on the main line. Just call him up. He's open 24/7. Anytime you drop on your knees and talk to him, he's going to answer you and answer your prayers and get that monkey off your back, so you can move forward, be there for your other loved one, so they can be there for you. Because when you those little moves and everything, people want to keep a distance from you. That's what I heard. So, like I said, but I am so thankful to have a family that we can communicate, we can talk. You know, even sometimes things get a little heated. You gotta find a way to bridge those gaps. That's what I do. If I'm not sorry, if I didn't do anything wrong, I apologize. But we all know what happened. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, people. Apologize. You know what happened. I don't care what was done. If you got a problem that you cannot really fix, call on God, and he'll fix it in the mix. Fix it in the mix. So with that being said, hey, this is Lee Craft. This is my podcast with If If you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people if you want to have a real conversation. Have a blessed day. And please find time and make time to tell God